to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Charlotte 49ers and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The 49ers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers offense will get first crack at it here. Boy, you have to really like this running back. Bryson Washington came over through the portal from Baylor. He's one of the top runners in the sport, and certainly they'll go to him early and often.
Well, it's been a lot of fun to see this running back put up video game type numbers early this year, but guys, he has not played a run defense like this yet. This is his first real test of the season. He's going to have to be tough. He's going to have to break tackles, have great contact balance, and you gotta hold on to the ball. We know this defense prides itself on creating fumbles and causing havoc, so we'll find out just how good this guy really is after this game.
That one's not even close. Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The 49ers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. At the controls of this offense, Grayson Loftus. They'll be relying on him to make sure this offense is productive in this one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. Stop right there.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
On the ground, it's Cobb. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll try the counter. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And that's what the offense wants.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He's changing the play. Snaps on fourth down. Look out! Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll start on the ground with Washington.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Out wide right, it's Eccles. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Some misdirection with the counter.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Right side, it's Eccles. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way.
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Looking for room. It's Lovett. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Fires to the right. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And the 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. No room to bring it back. The Tigers send out the offense. Go to work. Solid start to this one now. The punt team makes its way onto the field. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Trying to get started. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lovett. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense.
There he goes. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Lovett. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Washington. Just smothered on the play. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, the bad news on defense is you gave up a big completion. The good news, though, you showed great effort making a tackle and getting him down inside the 5-yard line. Effort does matter, and we'll see if they can hold.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Boston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd and long here. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football.
Makes the grab in their space. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. A give to Brown. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The 49ers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They've been the height of efficiency here in the 1st half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the 1st half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime and potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the 2nd half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Kane. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the returner will be brought down. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete to the right. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Caught. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting them the football. Near the line of scrimmage, bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
In the backfield, it's Boston. There he goes. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Floats it out in space. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his tight end. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. And he gets to the line quickly and spikes it, saves a little time, and they'll have a chance to put a 3-spot on the board before halftime. True as he puts 3 on the board. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 11 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's Michigan State able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. And now to your game at Jordan-Hare Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
The Charlotte head coach told me coming out of the locker room, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
All right, Holly.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the move. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment. Brown again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, 49ers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Snags a quick pass on the left. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, God, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive?
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. Touchdown, Auburn! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the 49ers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Offense in a split backfield. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Back open in the middle. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Ocean from the wideout. Wants to throw one first. Sends it downfield. Got it down the field. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the 49ers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hand off for Brown. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One final period to play. We'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes a catch. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in.
He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Number 93, set to kick it off.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Wide receiver going in motion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Auburn lines up quickly. Second down to the air. Left side is Eccles. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Great move. Now he's got more. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. They'll give it to Washington. Pass to 6. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at touchdown Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Here on the 49ers sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. With the catch, it's Boston. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The 49ers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Turns out it's Brown. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Keeps it moving. It's Lovett. Drills him with the stiff arm. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. A give to Brown. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine, you bring in the big body.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Charlotte.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Davey?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
I love that last play, and I love that they're still under control here. I know it's a 2-minute situation. Everybody's trying to go fast, but they can't get out of control.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big-time, prime-time moment. You got the ball, tie game. You want to go win, make some plays for the big dog.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. Makes a catch. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Fresh center down's going to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. Across the 25, he's got room. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Touchdown, Niners! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm into this game right now.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Right back to the well. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Timeout is called with just a single second left. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Hits a hole. It's Lovett. Crosses the 45. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. You sort of think